Hey guys, hope everyone's keeping well and safe. It's a pretty grey and mizzly kind of day out there today, so I think I always find that the weather kind of affects your mood a wee bit, but but I keep telling myself it's Friday, so that should overwrite any type of weather that is thrown at us. I hope everyone's keeping well. It's been a weird week. It kind of I've been feeling a wee bit restless, or there's just something niggling at me. I don't really know what it is, but main thing is we got really good news about Henry, and that's what I really wanted to share. So he went up for his normal bloods on Monday. I'm trying to remember last time I spoke to you what was the update. Last update I said to you is he got another virology done and the EBV number came back as negative, so undetectable, which is what we were really praying for, which is amazing. But they wanted to do another one last Monday just to trend it to make sure there was 2 negative test results. So he went up Monday, got his bloods done. I can't remember what day I got a text from the specialist nurse up there, Sinead, and it was just full of good news. So I loved it. If she phoned me, I probably would have just shrieked with joy. But his EBV number came back negative again, which is great. So whatever that was, his wee body has fought it off really well. So yay, major yay. So that was really good news. His blood counts came back. They're pretty much staying stable. They will fluctuate up and down. Just like as I'm sitting here, mine is probably fluctuating up and down. That's normal. So they're fine. He got weighed on Monday and he is now, the first time ever, he's been 12 kilos, which is great. And you can really feel it and see it in him. He's so much more stronger. It hurts my back more. You can't wrestle with him the same. Not that we were throwing him about or anything, but just, you kind of feel it a wee bit more in your back. And I clearly need to do my exercises more. So that's Synacthen test we got taken for his adrenal glands. We were waiting for one team to come back with for them to confirm that all was good, and they did, and all is good. So his adrenal glands are working fine. So we have now stopped hydrocortisone, which is amazing because obviously one less med is great. He's still on quite a few, but one less is definitely, we're getting another step closer to the green light. So we've stopped hydrocortisone now. That was one that was very tricky for us to get from the pharmacist. It was like a specially made up one, so at least we don't have to go through that task anymore. And it was like he got that one 3 times a day, like after breakfast, lunch and dinner, so we don't have to do that. Like yesterday I think was the first day we stopped it completely, and all yesterday afternoon I was sitting with this feeling of I've forgotten to do something, but it was that med. So not a bad thing to forget about, but it's going to take me a while to realize no, he doesn't need that anymore. So I'm really happy and so thankful for that his wee body seems to be doing everything that it should be doing. And he's walking still pretty well again. Would love him to get a wee bit more confident with that, but it'll come with time, and there is a physio that we can get assistance from and support. So be a next wee while if he's still a wee bit timid. He's not timid, but just some days he's a wee bit wobblier, and he never crawled, but he's trying to. You can sort of see it in him. He's even trying to lift his legs to climb up on the sofa now. So he is wanting to, which is a good sign. But I think he just needs to build up the strength a wee bit more. So maybe in the next wee while, if we need help from the physio, we'll maybe give them a shout. So everything's going great in terms of Henry and his treatment. I think David said Dr. Cairns was in on Monday, and she's the doctor that she diagnosed Henry back in, my goodness, it feels ages ago now, October 2019. So she was sort of giving a wee bit more info about different meds and stuff like that. So because I just know all his meds and what doses to get, you kind of, because there's so many, you kind of forget which ones are for which and how long he's on some of them for. There's a couple he's on until July. One of them is like lifelong. So I think that's penicillin. And we're just we're just looking forward to getting these more and more reduced, but everything so far is going great, so I'm so thankful. So yeah, everything's going great with Henry. But yeah, it's just been a really, really weird week, and I don't know. I don't really know why, or it's just that I've got this like really thing that's sort of niggling at me, or I kind of feel like I'm right on the brink of something. If that even makes sense. I just feel that I'm at a time in my life where I'm kind of like reevaluating a lot of stuff. Like I am an overthinker anyway. Like everybody knows me well, knows this, and it probably drives them insane. But I just feel like I'm at a position where I need to reevaluate some stuff, and what I'm doing, and yeah, I just, I'm happy with what I'm doing. I think it's just this period in time where I just think I need to check myself, and there's been something that I think it was Christmas, I was chatting to David and a few friends about this, where I feel like I am a creative person. It's such a big part of who I am and how I express myself. And I feel that in my job, I design websites, have done so for 12 years now. And then freelance, I do branding, but all of which is on computer. And I think I've just been feeling like I love what I do. I just feel that lately not that it controls the creativity, it's a wee bit restricting in terms of the freedom, if that even makes sense, of just how I express myself through it. And I guess I've been just thinking back to, obviously I graduated doing branding, but a year before my degree, we done like a foundation year that sort of looked at all different disciplines of art, like photography, 3D work, graphic design was part of it, painting, all those sort of different things like fine art. And even before that year, just when I was in school, like art, and just thinking back to like what I was doing back then that made me just fall in love with being creative. And I think I'm kind of just checking that now, and I feel that I want to get back to doing something more fun with it, and away from the computer, because I think I just need to be a bit more free with it again, but have a bit more flow, and use my hands again. And I think I posted a picture yesterday, I think it was, of like just me holding a ball of clay, and I think I kind of want to get back to using like a raw material again. Like I used to love using charcoal and just drawing, and you feel more, I think I feel more connected to it. I'm putting more of me into it. I'm expressing myself in a different way, and I think I kind of miss that with my creativity and what I'm doing, and I kind of want to get back to that again. So yeah, I bought clay. David bought me clay tools at Christmas, but I have yet to really use them. But I think I just, rather than just thinking about it, I think I just need to do. And I suppose it's just trying to get time, and it's important for me to juggle things to make that time. So I'm really, when I think about this, I get really excited. So I think it's something I really need to do and get that passion back for. I really don't want to lose my creativity to let anything else sort of control it and make it a smaller thing or restrict it. I kind of just want to be a bit more free with it. It's gonna be messy, but I did become a wee bit of a perfectionist and a slightly OCD, but I think I kind of want to have that like mess again. And my job hasn't made me, but I am a wee bit of a perfectionist with my design work, and I almost want to lose that now. Like, we're not perfect people, we're not perfect creations, and I think I want to embrace the imperfection of stuff and I think the only way I can do that is through using different materials and playing and having a bit of fun with it again. So yeah, I get a buzz when I'm thinking about this. So I think I really need to do this. It's important for me and that massive part of who I am. And if I start doing that again, I think all that'll just spill into other parts of my life that, I think it's very, maybe that's what I'm like on the brink of. And I've been writing a bit more, and it's felt really good, just whatever's in my head, just to write it on paper. Like, it doesn't matter what it sounds like or looks like, it's important to get it out. And I think that's it's a really important practice for me. I've also been doing a wee bit more like listening to meditation. There's a really great woman called Sarah Blondin that she done this thing called Live Awake, this podcast. And her meditations sound like poetry, and there's like this music in the background. It's just, it's helping me sort of center myself again. I've been doing the Bible study with such an amazing group of women, other mums, and they're so lovely. They're such a hoot. I always find myself laughing when I'm with them, and it's another great way for me to lift myself, and just to focus on God's word again properly. I'm not the best of readers, but just when you're doing it with other people, you pick out things differently and see different perspectives, and it opens your eyes in a different way. So I'm really enjoying that. This week there's been a few of the things that have come up in the study that have reminded me of a lot of what God brought me through when we were in Bristol. And don't know if maybe that's been niggling at me, but just I think it's important for me to remember all that, what God has shown me, and to keep sight of that and what we've come through. So there's just been a lot. Maybe it's just been a lot going on in my head this week. And last 2 nights Henry hasn't been sleeping great, and neither have I then. And maybe the exhaustion has led to that too. But it's been weird in the sense of all this stuff is going on in my head, but that thing, I'm on the brink of something. It's it's an exciting thing that I'm getting a buzz about, but it's just, there's just a mix of stuff going on. But I'm so rambling in this update. Like, it's should all be about Henry, but I just want to share what's going on in me too. It was also International Childhood Cancer Day earlier in the week, which I felt made me think about what we went through and all the other families here. It's shocking and quite heartbreaking how many families get a cancer diagnosis. Just people getting the cancer diagnosis in general, but for parents hearing their kid has cancer, there's so many get that news dropped on them every day, and it's heartbreaking. And like before Henry, we were probably totally ignorant to it all, and our eyes have been opened to it all now, and it's something that with going through this, it makes you just want to act and do something. And it's sad that all this is happening, but what I just have to keep that focus of, but God is so much greater than all of this, and I'm just praying for anybody that's going through it, that they feel at peace and comfort. I know it's horrendous, but I just pray that good things come out of it, and God's with everybody. God is with everybody, but just to pray that people feel that. And I suppose that's why I sort of share our journey, what we're going through still. And obviously I'm going to be doing a book, and we've decided to kind of do it later in the year once Henry gets the all clear. I think that I'll use that as my marker to start writing. I've been writing already, but just to pull it together. And I just feel that it's important, like not even just what we've been through, but for any story or experience or journey we go through, that it's really important to share it. The reason, just to be some sort of hope for people. and I just want God to really be seen through it all. And just for someday Henry to look back. I never really wanted him to live his life with this label of I'm a kid who had cancer. You know, I want him to know how strong and resilient he was, and how he completely amazed me and David and our family and other people and lives that he has touched. I want him to know all of that. So that's why I'm doing this. So yeah, later in the year I'll maybe do the book. I could maybe do the book. I will be doing the book, but yeah, don't know when. It should be maybe mid the end of the year. I'll start pulling it all together. Because I'm pretty aware God's still sharing and doing a lot of work that I want to wait until later in the year so I can include everything. I am so rambling today. So yeah, so it's just been a weird week, but really, really good news, really positive. There's just been something in me that's niggling away, and I think I've pinpointed it, but I think I just need to act now. So I keep looking up here because that's where my books are, and I just keep sort of going, oh, I really want to read that one again, or oh, I haven't read that one. So I might actually just lift one of these tonight and read it. Yeah, I'll often try to think of something to watch on Netflix or Amazon Prime, but I think it's important that I maybe just read. So yeah, hopefully we sleep better tonight and we get an earlier night. And yeah, I get that energy back and start playing with clay and charcoal, and I'm really excited about this. So yeah, if there's any creations come off it, I will definitely share. With all the imperfections in it, as awful, and like it's a process. So I think it's important to share. And sort of see what I've been doing. So and if anything comes off it, then it has to be a good thing, surely. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I know restrictions are still extended and stuff like that, but just keep remembering, guys, that this is definitely only temporary. We will get to a point where we're all meeting up and having a party. It'll be some party. And yeah, just I really pray that you're all safe and well, and yeah, we will all get through this together. But I don't know when, because we're not at the hospital, but that's another thing. We don't have to go to the hospital next week, so it's a community team that is coming out. So I'll update you if and when things happen, but and I'll maybe post some pictures of Henry. He looks so grown up at the minute. It's amazing. So I'll share things and stuff. But in terms of like a big update, I probably won't be doing one for a while until we get more news and stuff. So yeah, I'll be in touch soon. But until then, stay safe and well, and yeah, enjoy your weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. All right, take care. Bye.